Stop looking at the Fed funds rate. The consensus soft landing view is a pricing error because it assumes that liquidity is still determined by the price of money. In 2026, liquidity will be determined by balance sheet capacity, and that capacity is now inelastic. So we are exiting monetary dominance and entering fiscal dominance. We are going to see a collision of inelastic supply and inelastic demand. On the supply side, the Treasury is going to force $2 trillion of issuance into the market regardless of economic cycle. And on the demand side, you have dealer balance sheets capped by Basel III Endgame. Not to mention that there is also pre-positioning for the SEC Treasury clearing mandate, which is mid-2026. And so you have these two very unmovable forces running into each other. U.S. sovereign is going to end up consuming the entirety of the system's intermediary capacity. Very reminiscent of the 1980s crowding out of the private sector. Normally, when the Fed cuts interest rates, which they did right here, you expect the long-term yields, this green line, to drop with it. However, if you look at 1982 to 1985, you'll see that the green line stays stubborn and high, right? Now, why was this happening? If you look at the red bars here, the government was borrowing massive amounts of cash to fund the deficit. This is the crowding out that I'm talking about. The government is demanding so much capital from the markets that they crowd out private borrowers. In order to attract lenders, the Treasury has to offer high yields, so it keeps this 10-year yield, this green bar, high. So despite trying to ease conditions, they still make it expensive for businesses and homeowners to borrow.